Hello, my name is Tyler Federman. I am currently a senior at the University of Central Florida. Today I'm going to be talking about my sports marketing platform, which is fueling growth through game-changing marketing. So a little bit about the problem I'm looking to solve is that sports teams are struggling to develop a strong brand identity, and they're lacking marketing expertise, which is allowing them to not have fans be attractive and also having less sponsors. This is also giving them less social media attention. So my goal is to ultimately help this and fix this for them. So for the mission of our brand, we want to rebrand and rebuild these teams through modern marketing strategies that increase engagement, attract sponsors, and reignite local pride. So the problem, a lot of these sports teams, is they're struggling to find a strong brand identity. So with this, we can see that there's a lack of clear and compelling brand identity, which means that a lot of their social media is kind of all over the place and not really sticking to the main thing. We also see limited marketing expertise and resources, which also adds to the part where they're not focusing on the team in general. And when you're posting too many things, it can be hard for the fans to ultimately track. And then finally, they're struggling with fan engagement and sponsorships. And if we're not getting people in the stadium to be able to watch the games, then we're not going to be able to have social media attention in the future. So for the solution I've come up with, it's a sports marketing agency or platform, and this will be able to help teams rebrand and rebuild. And we're going to do this through the comprehensive brand strategy, fresh visual identity and design, engaging campaigns to energize fans. And we want to do this in that three-step process, which is ultimately going to help us in the future. And we want to start with minor league teams, as this is definitely a better starting point, and this will allow us to grow. So this is a little diagram of essentially how the customer journey works for the product. A team will reach out, and then we'll hopefully be able to begin brand auditing, and then we'll hopefully get into a visual revamp, which will allow us to ultimately change their social medias around and help them out. Then hopefully this will lead into growth, and then mainly loyalty, as we want these teams to stay loyal to us. And then finally, it will boost the community engagement as well as the fan engagement. So for the market opportunity, the total addressable market size is roughly about 5 billion. The serviceable addressable market is 2.5 billion, and the serviceable obtainable market is about 50 million. So we're hoping that we're going to be able to capture these minor league teams and also be able to build a profit with that. So when looking at the competition, there's really just two main players, the first being Wasserman. The issue with them is they have very high prices, which can cause minor league teams and lower level teams to want to shy away from them. And finally, we just have freelancers, which essentially just work job to job, team to team, and they're not really sticking and committing to one team, which can cause some brand loyalty issues. So when looking at our go-to market strategy, we want to have two things. We want to have an online and an offline. So for the online, obviously we want to be reaching social media. We want to have these strategic partnerships. We want to have these marketing events. That way we're able to showcase what we can do and people can see who we are. And then when the offline, we want to have these clubs and leagues where people are able to play in. That way they can see who we really are. This is a little bit about our milestones and the goals that we're hoping to reach within the company throughout the first 4 quarters, and hopefully we can reach these goals in the future. And finally, just looking at what we have to offer, we can help athletes and sports teams as they're able to focus on themselves and not worry about their online presence.